The sun dipped low over the ruins of Sector 6, casting a golden glow over the wreckage. Tifa Lockhart adjusted the strap of her gloves as she glanced at Aerith Gainsborough, who was crouched beside a small patch of flowers growing stubbornly amidst the debris. The contrast between them was striking. Tifa with her battle-worn leather attire and stoic expression, and Aerith in her pink dress and light-hearted demeanor. Yet they had formed an unshakable bond, forged through shared struggles and the unyielding desire to protect the planet. Tifa sighed. Are you sure about this? I mean, breaking into Don Corneo's mansion was one thing, but this feels like a wild goose chase. Aerith stood, brushing the dirt from her hands and smiling mischievously. Tifa, have a little faith. The planet whispered to me. There's something important here. Something we need to find. Tifa crossed her arms, her skeptical gaze softening. Aerith's connection to the planet had led them to incredible discoveries before. If Aerith felt strongly about this, Tifa was willing to follow her lead, even if it meant delving into yet another abandoned sector of Midgar. They ventured deeper into the ruins, their footsteps crunching against broken tiles and rusted metal. Aerith led the way, her sense of direction guided more by instinct than logic. As they moved, Tifa couldn't help but admire Aerith's resolve. Beneath her cheerful exterior was a woman with unyielding strength, someone who faced danger with a smile. So, Tifa began, breaking the silence, what's the planet telling you now? Aerith tilted her head, listening to the faint hum that only she could hear. There's something buried here. An artifact, maybe? It feels warm, like it's alive. Tifa nodded, her fingers brushing against her gloves. Alive, huh? Let's hope it's not another monster waiting to ambush us. As if on cue, a shadow moved in the corner of Tifa's vision. She reacted instantly, grabbing Aerith's wrist and pulling her back just as a hulking, mechanical beast emerged from the wreckage. Its red eyes gleamed menacingly as it unleashed a metallic roar. Looks like I spoke too soon, Tifa muttered, sliding into her fighting stance. Aerith raised her staff, determination flashing in her green eyes. Guess we'll have to earn whatever treasure's hiding here. The fight was intense but seamless, a testament to their growing partnership. Tifa darted in close, landing a flurry of precise punches and kicks that dented the machine's armor. Meanwhile, Aerith kept her distance, casting protective spells and healing Tifa's wounds with a wave of her staff. You're pretty good at this, Aerith teased as Tifa delivered a crushing uppercut that sent the machine reeling. Pretty good? Tifa retorted, smirking. I think I'm better than pretty good. Aerith laughed, the sound ringing out like a bell even amidst the chaos. With a final coordinated attack, Tifa's explosive punch and Aerith's bolt of lightning, the machine crumpled to the ground, barking and smoking. As the dust settled, Aerith nudged Tifa with her elbow. See? Piece of cake. Sure, Tifa said, shaking her head but smiling despite herself. They pressed on, eventually finding their way to an underground chamber. In its center lay a small pedestal, overgrown with moss and vines. Resting atop it was a strange orb glowing faintly green, the telltale sign of materia. But this materia was different, pulsing as if it had a heartbeat. Aerith approached it reverently, her fingers brushing its surface. It's like I thought, she murmured. This materia is connected to the life stream. It's been calling out to me. Tifa stepped closer, her voice softer now. You think it's dangerous? Aerith shook her head. No, it's comforting. It feels like hope. She picked up the materia, cradling it as if it were something precious. As they began their journey back to Sector 7, Aerith looked over at Tifa. Thanks for trusting me. Tifa glanced at her, surprised. Why wouldn't I? You've never been wrong about these things. Aerith smiled, her expression thoughtful. Still, it means a lot. You're always so strong, Tifa, but you've got this amazing kindness, too. I think we make a good team. Tifa chuckled. Flowers and fists, huh? Yeah, I think we do. They walked on, the bond between them strengthened. No matter what challenges lay ahead, they knew they could face them together, not just as allies, but as true friends.